It's been going on since the beginning of time. Beginning of time. And it's gonna continue straight ahead. Somebody up there turns out the lights on this small planet. Can you dig it?
It was written on papyrus paper, the book of heaven razor. They say the author was an educator. I drop a jewel on a slave trader. He maybe catch on a year later. I'm on my way up the elevator. It was written on papyrus paper, the book of heaven razor. They say the author was an educator. I drop a jewel on a slave trader. He maybe catch on a year later. Or who's our true maker, Lord and Savior? Anunnaki to a God body. Was the Egyptians just an early copy of the Messiah with his head nodded? If every day is evolutionary, we born to die as a spiritual revolutionary. Before the Hebrews, it wasn't the Hebrew of Nephilims knowing good and evil. That wasn't lighting in the dark people. The mathematics wrote on clay tablets. You can't interpret like I wrote it backwards. Or why it's natural disasters, a genocide of slave masters was manufactured and was handcrafted. Let's take it back when the angels landed. On earth was the seventh planet. Before Moses saw the 10 commandments, I'm in the stance like a praying mantis. When my brain enhances, they take my mind state into Atlantis. From the steps out my projects, Beauty's Digest. The sun sets over planet X. Angelical sex more complex than ancient Sumerian text. Hold my breath till it's only vegetarians left. Written on papyrus paper, the book of heaven razor. They say the author was an educator. I drop a jewel on a slave trader. We maybe catch on a year later. I'm on my way up the elevator. It was written on papyrus paper, the book of heaven razor. They say the author was an educator. I drop a jewel on a slave trader. We maybe catch on a year later. On who's our true maker, Lord and Savior. What I written in the midst of hip hop, God forbid, like the book of Enoch. See, I'm a red hook astronaut. They get a shock once my album drop. Now who the one that got Malcolm shot? I lock a soul inside Salem's lock. Pillars of fire be our chrome wheels. What's a phantom to us equals will. It's like the devil signing Jesus to a record deal. Or giving freedom to the seed of Israel. Soon as the doves sing, I see electromagnetic rings. I teleport like comedic kings with angelic wings. Sat in Qumran with the Essenes. Seen the giants turn to Philistines, know what I mean? It was written on papyrus paper, the book of heaven razor. They say the author was an educator. I drop a jewel on a slave trader. He maybe catch on a year later. I'm on my way up the elevator. It was written on papyrus paper, the book of heaven razor. They say the author was an educator. I drop a jewel on a slave trader. He maybe catch on a year later. On who's our true maker, Lord and Savior. And on that day, the book of heaven razor was open. Chapter 2, verse 1. Turn the page. Illuminati wanna kill her. Say your mother's looking for her. So this was written for the little. Grown men is even scared. School is empty cause it's plenty. I know, shorty, you feel alone like Macaulay Culkin. That you won't make it to C40 before you see a coffin. But don't rush to sell your soul for that fame and fortune. If it ain't no bigger portrait, then it ain't important. They try to tell you you're orphan till you metamorphosis. He rolled up, lit a blunt, then he started coughing. He said, Raise, what about the chicks and all the Porsches? I look up, the rich porters and these Ricky Rosses. I grew up in broken homes, had to see divorces. I was born to Marvin Gaye and Diana Ross shit. See, my pops had to flush his keys in the toilet. And all he wanted for his family was a better fortress. He took a toke, then he passed me the L. I'm like, how in the hell it's Harvard and Yale, we dying in jail. College funds now, turning the bell. That's the coffin and nail. We walk around without no knowledge of cells. There's gunfire in the schoolyard, 12 years old. They got a plan that's designed while you design they clothes. Get the knowledge, shorty, while it be free. You seem smarter than me. See, I can see you as the next Spike Lee. He blew the ashes off his white tee. Get down, shorty. Get him. Oh, shit. So, son, nigga shot shorty? Nigga shot shorty. Bullets ricochet and blew through him off of a stray. A few hours from his birthday, shit got in his way. As he laid there, holding the shot, beginning to pray. Kept coughing up blood, couldn't hear what he say. All the high pitch screaming, more pressure, he kept bleeding. Checked his heartbeat pulse, make sure he's still breathing. Come on, Lord! Please walk him through the rest of this evening. Yo, pass me a phone. Yeah. Somebody called 911. He said, take my gun. If I die, would you raise my son? I said, homie, look me dead in my eye. I'm right here by your bedside to make sure they keep you alive. I heard the echoes of his motherly cries. We had brotherly ties, so when they shot him, I felt it inside me. With holes in his right lung, gonna survive 3. If I make it, marry my wife. Dedicated to all the mothers out there that lost their kids in the street. Miss Grooms, Miss JoJo,